All right, good afternoon, everybody. David E. Taylor, you are a piece of shit, man. And I won't be doing live tonight, guys. I got some things going this evening that I won't be live. I just wanted to put up a quick 5-minute short for everybody that wasn't able to make it to the live stream last night. I received a cease and desist, okay? I framed it. David, thank you for this. Appreciate it. And this says, regarding cease and desist harassment of KOGGC employees. I'm actually going after JMMI. I don't know who Kingdom of God Global Church is. KOGGC or whatever the case is. Dear Mr. Full Frontal Exposure, please be advised that this law firm represents Kingdom of God Global Church, KOGGC. You have uploaded numerous defamatory videos concerning David E. Taylor, Michelle Brannon, and KOGGC and contacted members of KOGGC directly. The above videos are uploaded for public viewing on your YouTube titled Apostle David E. Taylor Full Frontal Exposure. Axe Michelle bitches and contains threats towards KOGGC employees, which I've never made, and numerous false claims concerning the KOGGC ministry. This is actually a cult. It's not a church or a ministry, guys, okay? So them saying this is a ministry, it's a lie. This whole fucking cease and desist is bullshit. For example, you have displayed Mr. Taylor and Ms. Brannon's social security numbers and encourage your viewers to file unsubstantiated fraud reports to the IRS. This is our fucking duty, guys. They cannot sue me for filing a fraud report. David, you know what unsubstantiated income is, right? It's cryptocurrency, dude. You are taking an unsubstantiated income, which means it doesn't have a source. They cannot track that source of cryptocurrency. So yes, you're a fucking liar, David. I am filing unsubstantiated income reports because you're fucking lying, dude. This not only violates the privacy interests of Mr. Taylor and Ms. Brannon, but also increases the risk of identity theft and other forms of fraud. David, you're a fucking fraud yourself, dude. And your social security, you can't get me on this, dude. I'm telling you, I promise you can't get me on this technicality, okay? Your social security number's on mine, dude. There's nothing I can do about that. It's already there. We just had to find it, okay? So fuck you, David. So fuck you, fuck your lawyers, fuck you, Michelle, because I don't have your social security number. For you to go ahead and tell the lawyers this, you're a fucking lying bitch, Michelle. So fuck you guys both. As a result, the disclosure of this information for this purpose likely violates Texas federal law. No, it doesn't, because it's fucking public information, David. It's already on the internet. There's nothing you can do to fucking fuck me on this, David, okay? I promise you, dude. I've looked up my laws, dude. For your lawyer from Oklahoma, where he's filing this cease and desist from, and I'm not lying, guys, look. Cease and desist. Look, I even put my fucking stamp on it, David. Fuck you. Fuck you and your lawyers, David. I hope your lawyers watch this, because I did call them today, and I called them several times today, asking to speak to whoever drafted this wonderful letter. I told them that I have a lot of questions, and that they better have answers for my questions, or else they're going to go nowhere with this. I also asked them if I needed to pay money to speak to the guy that wrote the lawyer. The lady at the front desk, Abby maybe, I can't remember her name, I think it starts with the A. I called her numerous times today. The first time I called, I left a message. And I called back a few minutes later, talked to her again, and she said that the lawyer wasn't there. But then she slipped up on her fucking word. She's like, oh, he's not here. And then she said something, oh, well, he's not available. I was like, well, what the fuck? Is he there and he's not available, or is he just not there? And she's like, yeah, he's here, but he's not available. So get your fucking words straight. So here we have this lawyer's office that's apparently like, works with churches, and you have a fucking receptionist that lies. Okay. Also, you have accused Mr. Taylor and KOGGC of running a cult. David, you are running a cult. By definition, you're a cult leader. Committing a money laundering scheme, which you are. Sex trafficking, which you probably fucking are. That's just my opinion. Given the fact that you bring women in from out of states and you fucking force them to work for you, yeah. Forced trafficking, yeah, there's a lot of weird fucking shit going on here. Tax fraud and more. Yes, he is running a fucking tax fraud. Winners and King, I suggest you guys look into your client real fucking good, okay? Before you start sending me these letters, I'll get a fucking better lawyer, okay? And David doesn't want me to depose him. David's the last person that wants to be deposed by me. Because if he's gonna sue me, I get to fucking go through a whole phase of discovery with him. I get to pull all his records. All his financial records, tax documents, names, phone numbers, addresses, everything. Everything, David. Don't come here with this. At the very least, your actions constitute defamation of character. It's really hard to prove defamation of character, David, when you've already fucking defamed your own fucking character by going into that deposition, lying to the court, and trying to sell your cult ministry in a deposition by saying, axe Michelle. Okay, too much. Yeah, okay, every release, your actions constitute defamation of character and possibly stalking under Texas law. Bullshit. This isn't stalking, David. I'm running a YouTube channel from my home. I'm nowhere fucking near you, and I'm not stalking you. All I'm doing is putting out your fucking bullshit, David, and you don't like it. That's why you're getting me with this little fucking cease and desist from Winter's a King attorney at law in fucking, where is this? Tulsa, Oklahoma. Further, you're offering to sell t-shirts with Mr. Taylor's face. Yes, I am, and there's nothing you guys can fucking do about it, David. Trust me, nothing you can do about it. You can't stop me from selling this, dude. You can't. You know what the judge is gonna fucking do is laugh at you, dude. Promise you. It's already happened to other people, David. I'm telling you, dude, you're not gonna win. Further, you're offering to say, yes, okay, containing a threatening message stating, axe Michelle. Okay, fuck you, David, and fuck you, Michelle, because you know exactly what this means. What did you say through your whole fucking deposition, David, when you didn't know? Referring to KGO GGC employee Michelle Brannon. Numerous remedies are available to my client, including, but not limited to, preliminary and permanent injunctive relief. Go fuck yourself. Money damages. Fuck you, David. This letter tells me you're broke, dude. This letter tells me you're fucking hurting for money, dude. And possibly attorney fees for the cost of any actions that are taken against you. Which, David, you're not going to take any actions against me. I promise you that. Because you know what, David? You don't want me to depose you. And guess what? I fucking will, dude. I will. You're the last person. Dude, I'm the last person you want me to fucking depose you, David. And I will have that right if you want to sue me, dude, okay? Just like Rick Frazier did. When he sued you, he deposed you because he sued you. You're going to sue me? Well, guess what, dude? I will fucking depose you just as you can depose me. So bring it, David. Bring it, dude. To avoid my client taking legal action against you, you should immediately cease and desist from your unlawful use and publication of threatening and false statements. Remove all media containing such defamatory remarks. Fuck you, okay? Fuck you, fuck your lawyers, fuck this letter. I framed it because this is a first place trophy for me, David. This lets me know how fucking under your skin I am, dude, with you. And this is awesome. That's what I like about this. I had an anxiety attack when I initially got this, guys, okay? I really did. Because it was unexpected, I guess. But after reading it, I'm like, dude, fuck these guys. There's nothing David's gonna do with this. This is, David, I'm gonna put this on my fucking wall. And look, I already put my tag on it. Sticker slap that motherfucker. Full frontal exposure, bitches. There's nothing you can do about this, David. Okay? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. You can't copyright this image. You've already tried to with YouTube. They told you to fuck off. Okay? And you know what the judge is gonna tell you to do? Fuck off. In a more polite term. This letter is sent without prejudice to my client's rights and claims, all of which are expressly reserved. All future correspondence and communication to my client, responses to this letter should be directed to my attention, and or, he gave me his email, jraymond at winnersking.com, and or Winners and King Incorporated, 2448 East 81st Street, Suite 5900, Tulsa, Oklahoma, 74137. I've already called him. Because I don't do emails. I'd rather just talk to these motherfuckers that sent me this fucking bullshit letter trying to take away my fucking freedom of speech. You guys got another thing coming, dude. You're barking up the wrong fucking tree with me, dude. You too, David. And again, this just shows you guys how scared they are. They are backed in a fucking corner right now. And David, you know what I'm going to keep fucking doing? Is filing unsubstantiated fraud report claims against you, because you know what? You're not filing your taxes, dude. You're not. Where are they? Where's the last 4 fucking years, David? You brought in all this fucking money under the radar, dude. We're fucking onto you. I will make sure your lawyers know they haven't fucking filed your taxes, and all the shit you've been doing with your fucking little scam cult, which it is a cult, everybody, okay? But I'm trying to say, trying to get away from saying a cult and start calling it a destructive organization. But by definition, David is running a full-blown fucking money laundering cult scheme, okay? And for David, for you to send this letter out to me, this just tells me that I'm fucking onto you, dude. We're all onto you. You can't stop us filing fraud reports. If you're gonna fucking go after me for the fraud reports, you're gonna have to fucking go after everybody, okay? You and your fucking lawyers, dude. And this just shows how fucking dumb you guys are. Your lawyers too, dude. Your lawyers are fucking morons, David. They have no fucking clue what they're getting into with this. I know my rights, David. I know what I'm allowed to do. I know what I'm allowed to do. I know my rights as a fucking tax-paying citizen. Something you are not, you motherfucker. Something you're not, David. You don't pay your fucking taxes. I do. I pay 15% to be self-employed. And here you get to fucking just run everything under the fucking rug because you're fucking a prophet. You're not a prophet. You're not a prophet, David. You're not an apostle. You're not a pastor. You're not a priest. You've never even been at any kind of theology training school to be a priest, dude. You're fake. You're fake. You're a false prophet. Anybody who is could be watching this, do not follow him. He will destroy your family. By definition, David is a destructive cult leader.